Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Tips. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use a budget planner in Excel. Now you can do this from scratch, or if you'd like, you can, at the end of this video, if you find it useful, visit the URL, so the Etsy link, which will basically take you guys to our Etsy store. And in the Etsy store you can find this exact same annual budget tracker for only 99 cents. So if you find this video useful at all, please consider looking at our Etsy store and buying this for the low cost of 99 cents. It's very low risk, but honestly could be high reward if it ultimately helps you guys do a better job planning and maintaining a budget. So at a high level, when you come in to this dashboard, you're going to be initially sort of dropped into the main annual overview. And in the main annual overview, you really aren't going to ever edit anything. So all of these cells are grayed out, meaning that there's no need to actually edit these cells. Where you're going to be doing the actual bulk of the work is within each of the individual months. So this is broken down into a monthly budget for all 12 months of the year. And whenever you budget into those months, it's actually going to populate back into the annual budget tracker that's going to give you a high-level overview of your expenditures and your savings, what you plan versus what you actually do across the entire year. So this is going to be a really comprehensive tool and a really good way for you guys to keep track of where your money's going. So to begin, let's start by building out our January budget. So I'm going to click into the cell over there, the button, and that's going to jump us over to our January budget tracker. Now I've already got some numbers built in, and this is just a sample budget, but we can toy with it just a little bit, and you guys can see sort of how it works. And again, whenever you get this, it'll come blank, and you guys can put all of your own income, your own expenses, and savings plans in there, and all of these graphs and everything will automatically populate. But for now, let's just begin playing with these numbers. So as you can see, we have two sources of income from what we're planning at 25% tax. So let's go ahead and see what happens if we change that up a little bit. So I'm going to increase our income stream one to $3,000. And as you can see, our now net budget versus what we actually did has changed. So this net over here, you have budgeted, and your budgeted is going to be equal to your post-tax income minus your expenses and minus your savings. So if you have a positive value, that means you're not accounting for all the money that's coming in. Conversely, if you have a negative value, so if you go into the negative, this number or these numbers are going to turn red. And when those go red, that means you're in debt. That means you're spending more or saving more than you actually have coming into your pocket. So you want to really try to zero those out each month. And again, this is based off the budget, and this is based off of the actual. Now over here, we have our expenses, and this is the budgeted expenses. So what I would recommend is at the beginning of each month, you come in and budget all of your different expenses. And you can add some, you can remove some over here by category. But let's say for whatever reason, we planned for $1,000 in groceries, and in actuality, we didn't end up needing that much. We went to Costco and saved money by buying bulk items, so we only spent $200 that month. That's going to change how much we actually spent. So that's going to put more money back into our pocket, and it's also going to automatically populate over here in these charts, as well as these charts down here that break down your investments and your expenses by category. From there, we can go back. If we click this button right here, go back to the annual overview. And now these graphs and all of these numbers up here have changed to reflect the net of all of the different months. Let's now pop into another month, let's say June. We come into the same thing. And one thing that I want to point out is we're only going to be editing the white cells. So this post-tax income, for example, that's grayed out, is automatically populated based off of the income that you put in and the tax that you put in. These numbers are also going to automatically be populated off of all of the different attributes that you're putting in. The only thing that you guys have to do is put in your tax bracket, your income, and then your budgeted versus actual expenses and savings. Everything else is automatically going to do the work for you. So again, let's say that for whatever reason we got a big bonus at work, and with that bonus we decided we were going to put some more money into our Roth IRA in a given month. So we planned to only put $200 in for the month of June, but now we're going to put, let's say, $4,000. Let's say we got a year-end bonus for whatever reason in June. That's going to populate in this graph right here, and it's also going to show in our actual income expenditure. Now, as you can see, our actual, how much we actually spent is now very negative. But we want to make sure that for our June income, we're accounting for the fact that we increased our net income because we got a bonus. So in that case, the reason that we're showing such a high negative is because we didn't actually put in that we increased our income. So let's say that our income two was actually $12,000 this year. In this case, we didn't budget to 12,000. We only budgeted to that 6,000. So again, this is a highly versatile tool. Each month, if you have changing income, you can populate it to reflect that. Whether you have different savings monthly, different savings and investment strategies month to month, whatever it is, this tool is going to be helpful to help you guys plan a good strategy to attack any debt you might have, to attack any expenses that you might have, while simultaneously making sure that you're staying on track with your savings and investments. If you found this tool helpful at all, please consider subscribing to our Quick Tips channel. And also, please consider checking out our Etsy store where you can purchase this tool for just 99 cents. Like I said, very low cost and honestly high reward. Please like and subscribe for more. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.